Oh man, what's going on, everybody?
Hey, boys.
Yo.
What's up?
Rock and rolling. What's intro music? I mean, yeah, there we go, and you got it. The Rolling Thunder episode 71. We had another intermission. I was out of town last week, and then I think we had some guests on. Was it you, Andy, and Casey were gone 2 weeks ago? Yeah. So
Yeah.
It's gonna be a pretty cool show. We got the gang back. What's happening, everybody? We also got Jake and buddy John over there in the corner.
Yeah.
The one of these corners. Damn it. Anyway, one of them. Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, dude, mirror it.
I'm just happy to be back, man. I watched you guys when I was gone, and then you went out to Reno. I need to hear about that. And man, it's Friday. Can't complain.
Oh,
Heck
yeah.
yeah. What about you,
Blake?
Casey? We're already a bunch of people in here already. Gordon, I still need you back. I just got a fuse block order in, so I need to hit you back, buddy.
I wanted to throw
The
up this
thumbs
call.
up. It's like, hey, what's up with my stuff, man? Yeah.
Dude, I used to always want an MTX 9500 back in the day. I always thought, like, I've never owned anything MTX, but like when that sub came out,
Yeah,
I was like, Jesus Murphy.
that jackhammer, dude.
The jackhammer, I even though as like a kid knew that the jackhammer was like a marketing, like a marketing subwoofer.
Oh,
They actually
yeah.
put it in a car on like Pimp My Ride.
Pimp My
It had
Ride did a
no
couple.
power.
Two of them. Two.
Yeah,
I
no
just put
power.
Joe Rod. Two
Well, they had
MTX
one that was like
jackhammers.
one in a car, and then they did like an ice cream truck with two of them. And stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it had like a half pipe or something on the back end too. It was insane.
Yeah.
But it leaked
The guy
oil
that
like
they
a
put
sieve.
the sub in, the guy that they put the guy whose car they put the sub in, he's also a fellow redhead like Scott. But his car had like all these mechanical issues, and they didn't fix any of them. So he just like had a car with a jackhammer that didn't run.
No, and I don't think you had a jackhammer. There was that whole like documentary, you can watch it on YouTube, of like how there would be like product placement stuff they would put in vehicles and like get taken out after the show. Like none of the cars got, like you said, nothing mechanical ever got fixed on them, so they were like shiny shit boxes when they got them back.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of our audio builds. It's okay.
You take the wall out of the Honda that I had, and it's just a shit box.
Exactly.
It's a garbage can with the scar subs in it.
Hell yeah, but no, Reno was big, man. The dude, I had like literally during the week when I was there, it was for work stuff, which I got to learn a lot, and then we also had like distribution meetings and stuff with other brands and stuff, and there's a lot of meetings. But the weekend we went to freaking the sand dunes, and this whole time in my head I was thinking about it being the desert out there. The last time I was in the summertime, it was the desert, and no, it was freaking snow, and
Damn.
like over a foot deep in a lot of places. When we got to the mountains, stuff like that, and we went riding side by sides, and it was a freaking insane experience, dude. Here's like 8,000 feet at the top of a mountain on a side by side.
Oh yeah, and those were some nice sights out there too.
What is it?
Crazy.
901210. What's the zip code for Reno?
I have no idea.
901210. There we go.
That's the one.
We literally took in
8675.
we
Yeah,
took-
okay, Mike Jones.
473.
dude.
Yeah. That joke's so old. The area code was 1 back then when that came out.
Y'all want to know jokes? I totally just copy and pasted the link to Never Gonna Give You Up for one of the dude's nicknames in the Discord.
How you rickrolled him?
This was
Yeah,
the whole
uh,
side by side trip was going to this like turn of the century dam in the middle of nowhere in the desert. And like
Is there actually water on the other side?
Huh?
Actually, like water on the other side, or they like
Yeah.
decommission it?
No, there's one on the other side, but the apparently the last like 4 times they tried to go there, we went up to this like rendezvous caravan of side by side gangs, and apparently the last like 4 times they tried to go, they couldn't get there, and we made it, and it was sick, but
You got a Pro R?
It's beautiful.
dude,
The-
I got
with the
completely
4-cylinder?
obliterated so I took in when we started driving, I left with John, and his sick freaking this one here.
Is that the Pro
4-seater.
R with the 4-cylinder 2-liter?
Yeah, what's the Ecotech motor and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. It's got-
Ecotech Chevy.
It's dude, fast. I'm not even joking. He's pretty quick. He's got a bunch of mods coming for it. But yeah, I was riding with him, and then our buddy Joel showed up, and his wife, or girl, I'm saying his girlfriend, sorry, I think fiance now. But so like, screw it. I'll just hop in John's daughter's with her, this little small side by side. And don't get me wrong, it was still a great experience. But There's no fender flares on the front of this one, so you literally just get blasted with mud, dude. So
Yep, the whole time.
That's called four-wheeling, Scott.
And not only that,
You
so
get
we're
dirty.
leaving, his daughter was like, "Hey, you want helmet or goggles? It's not that cold."
Yeah, but in the
I'll
winter,
take
that's
goggles.
insane. You're nuts.
I
You're nuts.
immediately got there and I was like, goggles was a fucking dumb idea. I need a helmet, bro. And it was so. I'm wearing gloves too. I got the goggles on. I literally looked like freaking. Kenny on South Park with my fucking car, like my snap-on jacket. And it got to the point where my arm felt heavy, and my glove had like a huge inch, like almost thick layer of mud on. I was trying to smear shit off, and it was just literally going nowhere.
Were you wearing mom's spaghetti?
I really was.
Yeah.
But,
Now, did any of those side-by-sides have any radios in them?
oh yeah, they were blasted. A bunch of them had stereos in them.
Nice. Got you,
Sundown
man.
power bar or the Wet Sounds power bar?
A lot of them had different pods and stuff like that. Really, I saw more pods than anything, like marine style. Clamp
Yeah,
on.
that's what you need. Yeah.
The Wet Sounds bars are pretty good, but like for the price, you can get some pretty decent pods. I think they have like an 8 and a 10 inch or something like that for the Wet Sound bar, or something like that, or it's the amount of speakers that are in it, 8 or 10.
Oh, dude, I was definitely mud faced. It's kind of funny because we went back to the camp. So we got to the dam, rode back. It was dark. There's all these campers out in the middle of the desert. They all go out and camp, and they had a big potluck dinner, and they had a big fire and stuff. And it got to be like 11 o'clock at night, and it was like John's wife leaving with the kids, or ride back in the side-by-sides. And I was like, oh, yeah, it's like an hour ride back almost in the side-by-side. Oh, yeah, I'm going to ride with the wife. Okay, John, I have my fun chair. Appreciate you, buddy.
He really got in the other side by side because he was tired of being scared to death the way John drives that thing.
Oh, no. I mean, dude, John's actually a very confident driver. He actually did. I was more scared with his dog. We almost flipped like 4 times, but she handled it.
We flipped like 4 times.
So other than four-wheeling, what was the main objective out in Reno?
Definitely, I went out there to blueprint, for the most part, the warehousing of Sky High Car Audio, how they do the inventory management, the inventory order pulling, all that jazz.
Nice.
There's a few methods I found on, like selling wire by the foot, things along those lines. It'll streamline a bunch of stuff. And then we also went to go see their new warehouse. The new Sky High warehouse is insanely huge. And then stuff with SoundCube and Trinity and stuff like that. So there's a bunch of meetings.
Just touching base. Nice.
But Sunday went to Lake Tahoe. That was also a crazy experience.
Lake Tahoe. Do they got any walls out there? I know Tahoes are loud now.
There's tons of Tahoes. Now I see why they live out there now, man, because you can literally go from like the middle of the desert, nowhere, like nothing, in like 30 minutes up the road, you're in the freaking mountains of tree forest and stuff like that. It's pretty nuts.
Nice.
This is the only time in my life, and I'm just going to go on about it on the trip, but that I've ever seen snow meet sand in my whole life.
Wow. Yeah, that doesn't usually happen in Pennsylvania. So yeah.
It was
crazy.
freaking nuts. The water was clear, all that stuff too, man. It's nuts. Like you could just freaking see far as freak out. Like it doesn't do no justice on the photos of how far you can see in the water while you're just standing there.
This is California.
No, it's in Nevada.
Nevada. Still, either way, it's out in the desert. That's insane.
Yeah.
It's called an oasis.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, and I was talking about it when I was there with him. Need more videos from Scoop, yeah. But
you'll be getting them.
It's just what you're not used to seeing, because like when they come to the south, they're like, oh, we love the mountains, here, stuff like that. They're so pretty. I'm out there. I'm like, oh wow, this is gorgeous. And John, we're like driving to work in the morning. I'm like, man, it was like the sunrise over this crazy mountain range and stuff like that. And it looked nice. And there actually was some like smoke in the clouds and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh wow, this is gorgeous and all that stuff. He's like, yeah, look at that crack house burning over there. And I'm like, oh shit.
Sounds like McKeesport around here,
Yeah. And I'm like, oh wow.
Don't drive too far.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Look at the crack house.
There was like a shitty trailer burning up in the distance. I had not even noticed it. I was like, this is a gorgeous freaking morning scene. And he's like, yeah, there's a fucking burning shithole right there.
Next time he comes to town, you drive him straight through Ackworth.
I didn't even tell you this, Casey or EJ, the one. Here's how my luck went going there. Both my flights got delayed. Long story short, I was supposed to get there at 10 p.m. 9:05 p.m. I got there at 2 o'clock in the morning. And then on top of that, we're in the middle of nowhere. He lives in Sparks, Nevada, which is right above Reno. My fucking Uber driver got a flat tire on the way to John's house at 2:20 in the morning.
Ah,
Did you help him change it?
I
Or
was
did you
just
sit in the
sitting
back and watch him do it?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I was still already tired and pissed off, but like, no, he insisted I sat in the car. I actually
Did you
did
just
not
sit in the car and watch this man change
You
a tire?
not sit in the car.
Sad.
You just
Hang
sat
on.
in the car while he backed it up and
If
everything?
it's for work, if I get in trouble, if it falls or somebody gets hurt or whatever, I can fight him. It's a fact.
Scott's like this. He's like, as the car's getting
I
jammed.
sat in the back seat, dude. I sat in the back seat. But I'll give that guy
Jesus
props. He
fucking
changed
Christ,
the
like-
tire fast as shit. I didn't fuck with his rating, or I gave him a tip, still all that stuff. I can't even be mad, bro. Like, this guy literally changed the
He
tire.
was riding on wheel pops,
Yeah,
not May pops, wheel pops. It did pop.
I didn't get out and look at what his I didn't look at what his tire looked like before.
I
Probably
bet next time you get in the Uber driver, you're gonna look at the tread.
Look at the tires, yeah.
they hear
Yeah,
they hear like a
it's not
thud
like a tread
sound and
gauge.
Scott kicking the tires.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, don't kick the tires. I'm like,
Hold
bro,
on, before I get an Uber drive,
Yeah.
kick.
I'm gonna message the driver. Like, do you have a tire tread depth gauge with you on the way there? What are your tires at?
Oh my god, dude! And
Jesus
when we were in Florida, Jake would always dare me to like speak in an accent or something. So I'd try a new accent with each Uber driver to see if they believed if it was real or not.
Oh, wow.
It was
wild,
fucking
bro.
hilarious.
It
That was great.
not great.
Dude,
I had no reason
it
not
was
to believe
it was hilarious. It was really hilarious. We'd be going to the bar and he just started a conversation. What was the thing you did? It was the Australia one. He did. I was like, I was dying in the front seat. I gave it away. It's hilarious though.
That's funny. And again, like, they have no reason not to believe that's how you talk.
Yeah, they're like this. guy's
Don't
fucking
forget,
weird.
Target has bed bugs.
Or they try to.
I'm sure
get
that's
people-
not Walmart. I think Walmart's
That's,
more.
bro,
than
we
that.
were riding down the strip in Panama City, and he's over here yelling out the window, "That place has bed bugs."
It wasn't like any like hotels or anything. It would be like the what's that
The
place?
surf shop.
The Ripley's Museum.
Janitor sleeping in the back.
Yeah, every time I've been there, the Ripley's Museum has been closed.
It was pretty sweet.
Never been in that one.
The mirrors are they'll get you.
Except I had to poop while we were there, bro. In this
The
bathroom,
whole time.
there's a fart button where you press this button and it makes these like fart noises inside the bathroom PA system, like super fucking loud, bro. And like
You already know that there's
they were out
spam
and
on
pressing this button the
the whole time.
I'm just trying to handle business, and all I hear is like over these like loud ass speakers, like everyone can hear it in the whole museum. I'm like,
It was
stop.
pretty funny.
It puts like a
think
whole
you're
We're just
too
out there,
loud, Casey.
There's like
Each song
7
has
different
one?
fart sounds, and I'm just spamming the button while he's in there.
Yeah, dude. Who thought that was a good idea? And the stall was only like 5 feet high, so like shit just kept like rolling over it. I'm like, come on, guys.
Who does number 2 work for?
Yep.
It gives like a whole new definition to battle shits.
Easy, cowboy. You're gonna blow your O-ring.
So when we got there wasn't even any ice. The ice maker was broke on the fridge.
Oh,
We
yeah.
went in search of ice. That shit was a whole ass escapade.
Yeah, dude.
Was it for your asshole or for drinks?
No, we went for ice. we got to the room and we were about to mix some drinks, and it's like there's no ice and everything's hot. And I'm like,
Were you
Yeah.
guys practicing?
Everything was
for
closed. No, we went to
we
a
went
bar.
across the street to the bar and got a fucking
Yeah.
bag full of ice.
We got a couple drinks and we forgot to get the ice. And we're like, oh shit, we came here for ice.
Were you guys practicing for a play at the Blandford Recreational Facility?
What?
Oh, yeah, it's a trailer park, boys. Joey, you went right over your head, buddy.
You're kind of quiet today.
Oh, I said, were you practicing for a play at the Blandford Recreational Facility?
Oh my god! Whatever you just did made that shit loud as
Jim Leahy and fucking
the
Put the game halfway.
Bro, that was AKR, man.
Gain is not a volume knob, Scott. I'm not gonna fucking say it again.
Wait, it has 5 bars on it. I'm going to use all 5.
Yeah.
I paid for all 5 bars. I'm gonna use them. Damn.
Exactly.
Can't.
I've never seen somebody do KC as KC.
What?
That's my initiative backwards.
KC.
John,
I like
you're
it.
being all quiet down there. What's up with you, buddy? You doing good?
Oh yeah, man. Just been out working and got the truck and stuff going on with that and
Oh
fixing.
yeah,
it.
post some pictures of it. Olsen picked up of his.
Just
new
noticed he changed his name to Junior John Jr.
So my mate John talk about his truck and/or magic cars. Well, we're not going to talk about the truck too much. He's got some big things in wraps. But
Come on, John.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to not to show everything yet.
dude, I mean, like your truck is already gorgeous. It's not even going to toot your horn too much. People are going to shit their pants with on the refresh on it.
It's gonna be a little different. It's definitely different now.
Well, yeah, it's going to be louder too.
Yeah, should be. We'll see.
It was never.
Yeah, it's
loud.
always nice.
I'm just kidding. The thing was loud.
What's going in it? Because I don't even know the old iteration.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Well, yeah, no, the freaking.
Oh,
Put a
okay.
picture of his old picture of his truck.
Yeah, dude. I don't even know what the hell's in it. He's gonna be straight. My bad.
Yeah.
It's a eight.
Good.
He's a. Is air traffic control unit correct? Yeah.
Yeah, air
Yeah,
traffic
he
control.
has an aviation themed F-150 with DD build.
Mhm.
Oh, that's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Oh, air traffic control. That's probably really hectic.
Oh, it's super fun. I love it. But yeah.
I heard it's fast paced.
Oh, definitely.
You talk to him on the phone. He's like 93754.
Clear for
Oh,
landing
yeah.
on runway. Tango East.
Exactly. That's exactly how it is.
I
Like,
can't.
why don't they just be like, "Hey, I'm flying left up here."
Yeah. Like NASCAR. They're gonna go straight and then turn to the right.
My wife and her
Turn to the
friends
right.
was
For some reason, I can't find any of the photos quickly.
Oh, no.
Here's,
Casey. If you ever
I mean,
hang
you
out
just
around,
go to
the-
my profile and they
That's
should all
pretty
be on
badass.
there.
Mm.
that's pretty dope.
it's pretty sick.
Mm.
I can dig
Blake's
it.
getting excited over there. He's getting real
Yeah, he is.
excited. Yeah.
Blake,
He's got the Arthur
Where's
fist.
Blake at? Yeah, come on. Jump
Oh,
on,
we
Blake.
can show, I can show this. Yeah, I can show the bars and stuff. There we go. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, that's some of the new stuff right now. Yeah, got the bars in, and yeah, Scott did his thing over there on this for sure.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah,
Stripper pole.
yeah, they're RGB and light up and everything too. They got
Nice.
plexi down the middle and they light up. And yeah,
Are
those
those
some of the new
15s or
mids.
those are 18s, right?
Yeah, they're 18s.
They're 18s. Nice.
He's got some Gale forces in there, don't you?
Yeah, I got those in there now. Yeah.
What are you
4.8.
doing, like 62, 63s with those almost now? Or I don't know what.
I don't know what it is now, but we did what was it, a 60.2 at Slam?
Okay. That's nice.
Can you hear it or no?
Yeah. Oh, that's Jacob Viral's video.
Yeah, just
Oh.
Yeah, those are the old braces there that they didn't like.
Did he ask you what cells you were
Beautiful.
running?
I'm
I'm
sure he
Jacob, man,
did.
but he gets way too technical sometimes.
I'm sure he did. He definitely wanted me to talk about everything on it. Yeah,
That'd
that's
be Jacob.
Crossfire 16Ks.
That's
at
what
half
Joby
ohm
got.
each.
Those are good amps.
Yeah.
I love this truck too because it's like a nice little sitting area when it's opened up in the
Yeah.
back.
And the box is all lined in mirror plexiglass, blue mirror and black mirror plexiglass.
You're gonna need thicker plexi or something there. I see a little
He
bit
was
of
showing our buddy
flex.
John
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
changes in ours, but here's
Nuts.
the previous iteration.
Yeah,
Is it half inch or
Probably.
3/4 flexing that
that's
hard?
3/4.
Wow.
Holy shit. Must be pretty loud then.
It's pretty, dude. The high note is gnarly in that truck.
He's setting the arm off.
Yeah, to show they didn't like those braces. They got mad about that. I was like, okay, I'll change it.
Two Crossfire 16Ks at
I had that
half
shirt.
on each. Four
Oh, you got
Yeah.
Drew to design your box?
Yeah, it's a Drew Jones box. Yeah.
Nice,
That's my biggest
nice,
issue
nice.
is
The door panel
voltage
is
right
gorgeous
now,
too.
dropping low 12s, high 11s.
Yeah.
The new lithium, dude. You're gonna gain too on the new lithium setup, although.
Oh yeah, they when they first turned it on, they played it at like half volume and full knob, and said the voltage didn't even move.
Yeah.
Where before with the Cybers, I had 4 Cyber 12Ks, it dropped like a whole volt almost, just at half volume.
What are you doing? Yin longs now? Or are you running C-Max? Or what?
Prodigy, C-Max.
Yeah, C-Max is just better power for the size of battery, man. Just
Good.
different chemistry, not lithium phosphate.
The poor fucking truck.
Yeah,
I'll stick with my LTOs. I don't like fires.
Well,
Yeah.
Not gonna
yeah,
have
as
your
long as you
C-Max.
press those C-Maxes, you'll be all right. You know, just don't overcurrent them.
It's Prodigy
It'll be
Bang,
good.
dude. It's gonna be fine. He's like the best.
You made me sneeze. I'm sorry. Face pressure.
You made
Yeah,
me
dude,
sneeze.
I know what he's talking about. Dude, like, don't get me wrong, the loads are good. That high note grabs you by
Get
the
that
fucking
itchy
ear.
nose. You know.
That high note gets you.
Ooh, yeah, 60 hertz. Right up my nose. Can't.
And John does a good at that. You have like a bunch of songs that'll have like a good combination.
Yeah, I try to play show the bandwidth of it and everything, highs and lows. Yeah.
I can't wait to see it again finished.
It's definitely a lot different now. It looks a lot different than that.
Imagine going and buying like a 25 grand truck just to fucking ruin it.
At least this isn't the aluminum model, you know?
Yeah.
Because yours
Yeah,
is
I made sure
Hey.
not to get the aluminum.
Let's just say Scott Van Ripper does have a 80s build, one 80s build, and a freaking GMC Cyclone. So
He lives right by me.
Really?
He's down West Virginia, right on the border of it.
Virginia.
Yeah, he
it's a legit Cyclone too.
it's loud. What 215s doing 83s, 82s, something like that. It's,
You ever heard of the $150 SPL challenge?
Oh yeah.
Taylor Fade used to do.
Yep.
Yeah, they kept trying to DQ Scott Van Ripper because he'd take his box, he'd take the subs out, and he did like the $150 just sub alone. Put it in
Yeah.
a prefab, sat it in there, ran a wire out, and just turned it up and burped like a 70 with a single 12,
Dude,
just sitting in his enclosure.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
so-
tell you, I had when I first put my wall.
Yeah.
You might remember that. I don't think you ever listened to it.
Put
though.
the storm in the back. It was like super peaky.
Yeah, so
Yep.
we put the. I just slid. So I had 2 channels on the 4-channel bridge on 110.
I remember.
In
You
the
set the box in the box.
in the box. It was at least. I mean, it was at least mid 140s on a fucking single 10 at least. On the high
Yeah,
note.
it's crazy what acoustical amplification will do.
It was
So,
crazy.
Mullen,
I gave John Myers a demo with it doing that kicker.
That's funny.
Even he was like, "What the crap?"
Yeah. Surprised he got in. You did you give Bill a demo too?
I gave Bill a demo at Slam. Yeah, I gave him the beans, bro. Bill took it
Damn,
honestly
yeah, dude.
better than some other kicker employees. To be honest with you, Just being
I'm
straight.
Yeah.
surprised. Usually he veers away from anything loud.
Dude, Bill sat there and took the sauce and was fine.
I full
But,
tilted like 19 hertz for like a full song for Bill, and he's just like, "What the fuck?" Because kicker doesn't play below 40 hertz.
Exactly. Yeah. It just doesn't make sense to him. You know,
waste
what,
of
You
time.
should
what
just
is this?
put a 10 hertz song. You know,
I don't understand the guys.
it's lower than 40 hertz, sir.
No, I gave John that demo though when we met John Myers in the wild at Casey's shop, Andy.
Yeah. Dude,
I
John's
remember
cool,
that.
dude.
I remember
Yeah.
you telling me that. That's
He
that's
just walked
crazy.
in and like head to toe kickers here, and I was like, I know Kip Lindsey. Yeah, and then he was like, we're instantly cool right then.
I know
Yeah,
Kipster.
Mullen and Blake had a question I was just going to answer.
Yeah,
Mullen
how
on
big is the
the
box?
the enclosure, it's like 26.2 cubes, somewhere in there, a little over 26 cubes. That's after displacements and everything too.
And then
And-
Blake would want to know about, have you thought about switching to the new suspensions?
Yeah, so one of my subs is going. It's not blown, but it makes this obnoxious noise right now. And I ordered a recone, which you guys, BD said they don't use the old suspension anymore, so I had to go to the Iron Cloths on the new ones. So those are on the way.
So you're
You
doing
ordered
all
4
of
new
them.
recones?
No, I just did the one.
Uh-oh. I mean,
They
Wait,
said-
is it got a different suspension than the other 3?
I thought about doing all 4, but and then
You
if I did
probably
all
should.
4, I was gonna go to the ghost cones on them and everything too, and switch
Yeah.
that.
I mean, you
But-
can try it. If you run into any loading issues, maybe that might
Yeah,
be a
I'm
reason.
Yeah. thinking
I
that.
asked DD, the guys. I talked to the rep there, and whatnot, and who does the recones, and he told me that you just got to break the iron cloths in properly. He said,
Was
"I
his
just
name Blake?
20 hertz
It
for
wasn't
12
Blake, I don't
hours.
believe.
Who's his
No,
name?
it's, they said it was like 20 something hertz on a 16K at like 96 volts for 4 days straight or something like
4 days?
that. Just free air in it, yeah, something like that.
He wants you to wear it out, not
I
bang it
ain't-
in. There's a
I
difference.
ain't paying your electric bill. You know?
Yeah, so-
It honestly, I'm not gonna lie though. It probably took a solid for like me just throwing the XP3s in my truck and going to shows and playing it. It was probably 2 or 3 months before they were actually broken in.
Yeah, if you just
Yeah.
throw it in the box, like
I
that
think
would take forever.
Joe subs. I
Yeah.
think Joe subs took better part of a year to actually get broken in, and being just thrown in the box.
I mean, also you started with absolutely no power. I kept telling you there's no power, and you're like, it doesn't play low enough. I was like, put more power on it.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was the old setup. I'm talking about the XP3s.
Oh,
The XP3s are fine on the 12K. I mean, but I tried to clip it.
Yeah, Blake, I tried to get the old suspension, but you guys only use the iron cloth now, I guess.
Yeah,
on
because they have to cut it by
99s? I
hand.
don't
I'm pretty sure.
know. Yeah.
Blake, this is an outrage. I need you to do something about this. Actually,
Yeah.
bring him in here. Blake, where you at, dude?
Yeah,
we
Blake,
need
he's
to,
at the
we need
party
to have a
with us right
conversation.
now. He's having a party without us.
Dude,
We
rookie party
need the
to
DD guy. Come on.
Be like, hey guys, you know what is going to make this party really fun? We're going to join this car audio podcast that has tens of fans.
Dude, there's
Let's
10
go.
people watching right now.
Yes.
Probably my mom.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Yes.
there's
It's all your mom on like a bunch of computers.
Same.
She was in the
Yeah,
Walmart.
your view bombing.
y'all want to hear what I'm gonna have to do to this damn Impala build? It's gonna blow your
What?
mind, Casey. The ports are gonna have to be external. The low tune ports. I've already built the
Jeez.
shell. The baffle is so freaking tight that like there's not enough room to put a port there. I'm gonna cut a hole in the bottom of the box on the side below the port or below the baffle, hole on the side above the baffle,
I
and
got
build a slot port that goes out of the box, around and back up into the side.
Sweet.
Literally what I gotta do. He really wants 4
It's terrible,
freaking
dude.
15s in there. It just needs to fit 3. I'm gonna be straight with you, but
Yeah.
he really wants that 4 sub. And I'm like, all right,
Let's
Gonna
go,
do it. Well,
man.
does he got the power to make up for it?
I guess.
Making dreams
Yes.
happen
Mm.
since 1993. Dude, somewhere around there, within those 3 years. Dude, you know how we can bump up the views? We'll just go to a Walmart and a Best Buy, and we'll just log them all into the live stream.
Nah, dude. Nah, man.
Yeah.
You just need to
We'll
start
just-
giving away random prizes on the prize wheel.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Percentages off at one of the places. Either
Just get a
Yeah,
billboard truck and
Yeah,
stream
dude,
it
just
on
give
ask
there.
a random question. First one to get the answer correct. Spin the wheel, and this is what you get.
You know what? That's a good one. There we go. What are we giving away? Design enclosures?
Lanyards.
Oh, I got socks.
You can get a lanyard, dude.
I got lanyards. Yeah, we can do it.
I have
Pair
a
of
Lanyard
thousand
design.
links
Snap-on
on that
socks.
lanyard.
Professional.
I
That's
give away
$20
links
off
on
at
that
Southern
lanyard
Thunder.
today.
Man, I thought about this earlier. I was like, that would be a really good way to keep people interactive.
Yeah,
Then they'd have to
70
watch the whole show.
70%
Scott, we need some
off
Southern Thunder merch.
I know, me too.
We
Yeah,
need
what's
it.
up with that?
I gotta buy it.
We
Or I have
we
the.
Yes.
I need a T-shirt. I got a decal from you. I need a shirt, but yeah.
Hey, do you really want those terminals? You haven't sent me the freaking file yet.
I definitely emailed it to you.
No, you didn't. Ain't no way.
Sure.
I'm gonna look at it right now.
I can pull up my sent right now.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. Ain't no
Ain't no
way.
way. We're gonna go with no.
I did. Probably.
We should do that though. Sorry, I'm just thinking about Jake's idea. Like, write down questions and have people in the chat answer them. Giveaways or not, but just in general, I think that's a good future topic.
You pay
That's a good
shipping.
idea. We can do that whenever, dude.
Yeah. What'd you say, Scott?
Who's paying shipping?
Oh, you still want to give stuff away?
Oh no, so you're talking about the question.
I was just saying, just because we're car audio guys, see if because people like to answer questions. I don't know.
Oh, gotcha.
I think it's
I'm fine with
yeah.
using the questions. Yeah, I thought you meant send them a lanyard or something like
We
that.
can give them
Like, that would be-
IOUs for now, and then
Yeah.
we'll
Okay,
work up the prices.
Pull up Alan's comment.
Blake!
Alan,
Hey,
Hey,
There he is.
Yeah, that's a no, man. You ain't sent me it.
everything you own in the box to the what, Alan? Come on now.
I thought it was to the left.
And a box
Yeah.
to the right.
Yeah, what's up, Alan? God. Hey, Blake.
Right.
hey,
What's up, buddy?
how's it going?
Figured talk shit about DD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to
Yeah.
probably complain.
Okay.
about it.
We
Why
don't
don't you
need
guys
to-
use the old
Tony,
spiders
we're gonna have
anymore?
A sound cube, Tony, one night for sure. I was talking to John. You're already pretty much. I just have to tell you you're doing it, Tony. Sorry.
Yeah, iron cloth suspension. It's badass, is
Mhm.
what it is, but I hate dealing with it. Because, like, in order to get like the response and the resin content after break-in, pre-break-in, it's just unusable.
Yeah, they said if I put it in my box, it won't even
That's
play.
stiff.
Like it just sits
Yeah,
there.
no,
It won't
like,
even
Gonna
move.
heat up,
even-
dude. Yeah.
I
What?
got you, buddy. You're good,
No.
Tony.
Your coil's gonna get hot as fuck. Like,
Yeah, and like what they told you to do, all those spiders have actually been mechanically partially broken in already, because
Wow.
we created a press where you physically press the spider to full excursion a couple times in both directions.
it's just Blake in the back, like
Yeah,
he's got that JP like jerk off machine just back there on the sub.
no, because like if we've got all like carbon fiber dust caps and stuff, and the first few subs that we built that had that spider, we did the two spiders, which was the previous standard. And if you press down on the dust cap would buckle before the sub moved at all.
Wow. Now, how do you make a coil handle enough power to even break that in? Like that? That sounds like a lot of weight you're moving. You know, and I know DD seem like they're pretty, you know, well balanced, efficient drivers. How? How?
Be really gentle with it when
Yeah.
you're breaking it in.
You have to go back there and talk sweet to it for a little while and kind of like.
Man, that sounds like a lot of work. I'm good, you know, but is it worth it?
Yeah, I mean, because that's the. I mean, that's Milliard with his tank. He actually specifically requested the triple layer to not be broken in. Like
wow.
where we mechanically break it in, he requested it to be full stiff
Wow.
because
Bro,
he's
he says
planning on,
when they make
setting
records
records
with
and stuff.
love at DD, they fucking mean it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to is it so that it works in a certain parameter of enclosure? Is it so stiff, or just more so to be able to control itself with that amount of stroke?
Yeah, it's to control itself because the 99s, I think they're rated for like 3,000 watts.
Yeah, they're not rated.
Most people put like 3-4 times rated power on them,
Yeah.
Jesus.
and if you're putting that much power, then you need like the really badass suspension just to keep the control, keep everything
Linear.
where it needs to be.
It's the
I
drag
get what you're
car
saying.
of audio.
Yeah,
Jeez.
pretty much.
How many of the Iron Claw spiders do y'all put on the 99s?
One layer.
Just one? Okay.
Yeah.
They don't even use
Z4
CA glue, they use liquid nail.
only got one layer.
Wooden nail. PL Max.
Yeah, PL Max. Just construction adhesive, just rock on. Looks like the NEP sub that they just posted up. Too soon?
That's insane.
Sorry.
Oof.
Oof, Biggie.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but I mean, like, because
That's side railed.
yeah, no, there's a
You see the triple
ton
joint one on
of
that?
CA
You see
that
the
ends up going
new
into
post,
those
the triple
subs.
joint?
I don't know how much specifically, but I'll go through a few bottles and one day if I'm building like those big badass subs.
Oh, of
Jeez.
blue?
Yeah,
I believe it, yeah. Let's see.
That's insane. But hey,
yeah. I mean, if you're building a sub that people are expecting to throw like 10 plus kilowatts at,
yeah. Yeah.
there's a lot of considerations that have to be made.
I got a real question. Why does everybody want the biggest sub when you can do almost as much with a smaller sub and be a lot cheaper?
Is that what you tell your girlfriend? Ooh.
Ooh,
I mean,
I bet you think you're funny. I got something to tell you off the
wrong
stream.
there.
Off the stream, Scott.
I'm not going to say anything, but no.
Okay, I'll tell you off the
I
stream.
agree to an extent, but I mean, like, you're not going to take in, as long as you're talking about a more efficient subwoofer that has like a lot of X-Max, yes, but I mean, like, you're not,
Yeah.
if you're not moving that far, no, you're not going to have the same output with, you know, with less power. But I do kind of agree,
I mean,
like, for instance, like, the X is a good example, like, dude, and again, not that I'm seeing an 8K, but I have an 8K per sub on them, and that's a 2,000 watt RMS sub.
The
Yeah.
X's are impressive.
They are
X's are
impressive,
impressive.
for sure.
I'm excited to play with some of the bigger digital designs.
Yeah, you are. Oh man, drop that out.
Yeah.
Are you getting some of the bigger
Talking to
stuff in?
boys.
I mean, I have availability for it now. I'm just not trying to. I have like limited
Scott's
space right
going to be
now, so I
running
can't
8
get pallets.
Z418s.
Yeah,
Do what now?
Just
I
have
wish.
to take out like 3 more mortgages on your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Three more mortgages.
Do you guys
Yeah.
even have any available right now though? Because y'all
They have
only build
99
a certain amount each year.
There's 99. I think there's 99 series. There's 35 series.
Well, I'm talking about Z's. The Z's
gotcha.
they only make a certain number each year.
I don't
Yeah,
think I have these
I don't-
available now.
Hey, I don't deal with all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have a ton of experience building subs, and I just go like, not gonna touch that.
Mhm. So what do you do
That's
over
a
at
lot to
DD?
You have to be careful, like putting the magnets together in those, correct, or something along those lines.
Oh god, it's
Clunk.
terrifying. I've helped build some motors, and it's horrifying. Putting
Yeah.
it
They don't come
together.
pre-charged, do they?
What's up, Rob?
Neodymium magnets.
Oh, Neos, yeah.
Yeah,
Neos
neodymium
are
magnets
pre-charged.
pretty much all come pretty pre-charged, and we've got a we've got a little jig, because the way the Z motor works, you've got the magnet and then the bar,
Yeah.
and there's a little jig so that you clamp down the neo magnet on top, and then you just like from a foot away slowly slide the bar actually towards it.
The Mullen had a question. He says, larger coil and less cone area, or more cone area and smaller coil, the same space. It's not all across the board, but sometimes I'll give you an example. Like an 8-inch sub is going to be like when they do 3-inch coils, and you get into where you sacrifice available spider area. So you'll end up using the spider is going to be limiting your X max, and then like you can without tooling some crazy expensive basket, but B, you can only you can't go bigger than your cutout hole. So I would probably do more cone area and a smaller coil.
Mm-hmm.
Bore
I mean,
times stroke,
it all-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all
Equals
depends,
displacement.
because if you're wanting to put up like numbers, then although even then, if you're really wanting to put up numbers, you want to go with a smaller like 3-inch coil. But if you compare like a 4-inch coil 12 to say a 3-inch coil 15 or even 18, if you're wanting to just like put up a number, the smaller sub is probably going to help because you can send just a ton of power to it. But then
Yeah, it would all depend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, where would it make up? What point? There's so many variables. It's hard to say
I mean,
which one
it's
for sure.
one of those where, and I don't fully understand this, but it's pretty much been shown time and time again that if you make a sub 3 dB less efficient, but then put twice as much power to it, you
Break
do
even.
end up making gains.
You make gains. Well, yeah,
No.
because I mean, the threshold of
Like
that 3 dB
on
is
paper, you shouldn't.
Well, that's
But
just
yeah.
I think that goes by
reality,
the antiquated
added
using TS
power.
parameters, because the TS specs are supposed to be like a millimeter, freaking 1 watt, 1 meter, all that stuff. So going by those standards, I feel like they're not meant to work at 1 watt. They're meant to work with a crap load of power trans on them. We're on the words like Bobby said. These if you go by plotting stuff by the TX specs, a lot of times what actually sounds good is going to look like shit in a box design program because it's using those antiquated specs, not cramming a fuck ton of power on something.
nothing
Sometimes
like
I'll give
real
you
world
that.
testing.
I'll give you that, but just open up Leap and you'll spend like an hour and a half modeling the car into the equation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole. Yep. Every vehicle, because you can have, not per se just the smaller sub work in a smaller vehicle because of how much the box is taking up the vehicle. There's so many variables. It really
It's
comes
the
down
vehicle.
to what works. Yep. Exactly.
I'll tell you
I-
what was cool is I put in a box into SolidWorks one time under the pressure to see where all the flex was. That was pretty dope. Just had like I think it was like 3 psi or something like that. Find out where it was flexing.
Yeah. Damn.
It's a lot of
Yeah,
time,
I
man.
love testing, man. That's why I don't know. You just gotta try stuff, try different stuff, and read up on it. I just got my hands on a PDF format. I'm gonna buy the actual book, but I have something, the speaker cookbook. I finally got it.
Yeah.
You finally got the loudspeaker cookbook.
Yes,
Did you get the 7th edition?
7th. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Read that. You want
Heck
to learn
yeah.
something? Read that thing.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I
I
was
had it,
reading a
I read,
little
like-
bit.
It's painful to get through though.
It
is
started
very
off with
painful.
just overhanging,
It's fucking
underhanging gaps, and BL, and I'm like, okay, this is good. This is and there's so much to it, and I like how it got everything divided. It's awesome.
They're like laying
I
in
bought
bed.
a used one
Kayla.
offline, and it had some like handwritten notes and stuff in it, which is kind of cool.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Kayla's reading some like murder mystery novel, and Annie's reading loudspeaker cookbook in bed.
He's like, why doesn't he pay me any attention? And he's just
Yeah.
over here, face deep in a loudspeaker cookbook.
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
I've
What was
got,
that?
I've
Just
pretty
like,
much
always
always got
thinking about
high
other guys.
performance loudspeakers on tap, which is high performance loudspeakers by Martin Collins. It's in a similar vein to the loudspeaker design cookbook, but it's more focused on like making drivers and what they'll do rather than making the end result.
Yeah.
That's like the
Never read
one
that
thing when you start getting a car audio, like you think you know a lot, and then like the more you learn, the more you're like, I don't know shit.
Yeah, the more that
I feel like I've lost half of what I've learned. It's gonna be
Yeah,
straight
you
with
get so much. Your hard drive's only so big,
yeah.
I mean,
What
SSDs
I've realized
Falls out.
Yeah.
What I've realized with audio is that, like, on the one hand, it's all science, it's all physics, all of it can be like perfectly understood. On the other hand, it's magic and nobody understands anything about it.
That's it.
For some reason, this looks like shit in the computer. But did you hear it?
Yeah.
Why is this playing 17 hertz? Okay, magic.
You know, the expected roll said 23 hertz, and we're down at 10. What the?
That's
Yeah.
like when you see somebody's janky, shitty audio setup, and you're like, I kind of want to hear it just to see what if it sounds good. And like, what do you like? I don't know. Somebody's like fucked up box, so they like capped the port off or like some bullshit.
Yeah, so sometimes there's just magic in it. Because, I mean, the box in my car, and it's just a basic ported box, but when ISD said that I have a minus 3 dB point from the peak of like 55 hertz, I think, and it'll play all the way down to 20.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
That's
because
fine.
like it's really always the vehicle, man. It doesn't account for your seats, the cushions, the carpet, the angles. There's so much to it, and that's why you just gotta do it. You just
Well,
There you
I
go.
mean, one of the big things is that because people talk about OTS parameters are a 1 watt measurement. Sorry, you can go.
No, that was.
That was somebody playing a video.
I
or
was
something.
throwing this up. I was gonna say, did you guys see what's his name here with the speaker design stuff?
Oh,
Bear
yeah.
Vids, yeah, Bear
Oh,
Vids.
yeah.
I didn't
Mhm.
watch that one yet. No.
Yeah, I had
Yeah,
the audio
I've been
going with it. I
watching
was
that.
like, oh shoot! But this was awesome because it really goes into what Blake's talking about, and just
Yeah.
all this stuff. And it's, I wish I knew how to 3D render on a computer and do all that fancy stuff so I could submit one. But hey, it's great content for the guys
You
to
ever
watch that
seen
stuff,
this?
man.
You ever play with this? Term Pro?
I want to get it, but
Haven't played with Term Pro.
Really? Check this out. 5 cubes 23, showing it relatively flat.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing I like about it is like, here, let's go to kicker. They're all preloaded already.
What?
All of them. All of them.
Yeah.
is that L7X TS specs right there? Made
All right,
you
let's see
look.
the funky
Probably.
pump.
Nah,
I
no
want to see
X's.
funky pump.
I probably don't have that one. I just figured I'd show
You
you.
No,
click
that's
on it, your
awesome,
computer
though.
blows up.
Here, we got all the scars too.
Oh,
Good old Scar.
Yeah, it tells you where
Zero
collectible,
DB?
extrapolate, all that shit. I just figured I'd show it.
That's awesome.
I need to find out who paid that guy for all that artwork and just kick him in the dick.
Who did all that? Who entered it all?
That's what I look. That's when I see like shitty graphic design stuff now, especially in car audio. I'm like, somebody got paid for that, dude. Like that shit.
yeah, dude. Scott
I'm
will
pretty
hit me
sure
up at,
Wayne
like,
Harris did that all on his own. I'm not even gonna lie.
probably.
Yeah.
Scott will hit me up at like random times of the day or at night and be like, "Dude, look at this shit." I'm just He's
Gotta
like,
look
can you
at
believe
it.
that? And then he'll like make a better ad and be like, "Look, it could have been like this," or just something like
You can just whip one up real quick.
Dude, someone
Yeah,
put the DD in the car tomorrow, probably.
Oh,
Hide this bad
nice.
boy in the trunk of the car, tucked in the corner of the wheel well.
Oh, nice.
Pretty fucking excited. So I'm gonna do 2 channels in the front doors and then 2 channels bridged on a sub.
Nice. Heck yeah.
Noise.
Fits in your hand.
Oh, you have like 6,000 amps. Why did you run everything active and do like a dedicated bass amp? You just don't want to run a wire back.
I have 6 channels of RCA running in the back.
But you have like an 8-gauge power wire. Just run like a one.
Oh no, I'm doing a sky high 4-gauge CCA kit.
Oh my goodness.
Man, you were on that TCA kick, man. It's not for
It's
me.
not bad.
It's
it's
for
not
the
bad.
birds. It's for
Sky
the
High
birds.
has the highest copper to aluminum ratio on the market for the CCA.
70-30 on some of the bi-blends. But even
fine.
that stuff corrodes.
I mean, fine. It's good.
We all corrode, Jake.
Just bring me 3 inches. 3 inches of
Jake said,
TCA.
bring me 3 inches.
Is that it?
He wants you 3 inches.
3 inches of EB Flex sitting out here in a
Yeah.
freaking 2-liter bottle.
Dude,
I've got 3 inches of new concepts wire that's turned to powder. I've got
God, what are
3
you doing here?
inches of. I've got all kinds of wires stuffed in a bottle.
Jake,
Three
I'm
inches.
seeing what
fucking,
the road spurts,
buddy,
man. I'm just
fucking
saying.
4 things of wire and a mop bucket outside to get rained on is not a good accurate distance of wire.
Look, man, that's called
Works.
That's
It
real
works.
world testing.
Yeah. It's
I'm telling you,
real
dude.
world testing. He's like, because my car sits full of water all the fucking time.
I want you to think about this though.
He's got a
The
snorkel
people that
on.
are buying your CCA kits are buying it because they're cheaper, and they're probably not going to buy the heat shrink to heat shrink it. They're also not going to solder the end.
No.
Yeah.
They're going to use the fucking. They're going to use the hammer crimp that they bought on
Dude.
freaking Alibaba for
They're gonna
13
use
cents.
analog.
Realize the kids come already with the lugs on
Put
them.
it together with a pair of channel locks.
Bro, it comes
Vice
with-
grips for the win.
They come with
They're going to
trims
send
already.
it, and then in 2 years, it's going to go.
They come trimmed already.
Oh, they'll put dielectric grease on it though.
It is no.
Good.
It's got the heat
Let's
shrink.
just make it.
Cowboy boots on and stop this cramp.
Yeah.
Let's stop the current. Dielectric grease.
Stop
Jake,
the
I wanna
current with
show
the
you
water hose
something.
and steps on the fucking
Hey,
wire.
listen. Okay, if the wires just come disconnected, none of your equipment can blow.
I actually had a
If,
customer.
it
Yeah, but your
it's just
car can
not
catch
hooked
on fire when it hangs down and arcs on something else.
Just wrap it around the exhaust. From zip
I
tie.
mean, might as well just take a zip tie and
Oh,
stick
God,
it straight to the
I've
drive
seen-
shaft.
I've seen it. Yeah, I was just gonna say I've seen pictures of guys like zip tie it to the drive shaft.
This is gonna end great.
Hey, long as it makes a ground or makes a connection, that's all that matters, man. You know, that's it.
What is that you're looking at, Andy?
I wanted to show Jake this because he likes, just the softwares and stuff. But it doesn't have the fancy plugins that the Term Pro has. But this woofer box calculator, you got to have Android. It's not. I don't think it's on Apple. Maybe it is. But it's
Apple
like
sucks.
$2. But it's awesome, and you can throw in the specs of the subs and
Gives you,
the vehicle and give you an idea of what you're doing, what kind of numbers you
Nice.
could do. I think it's just cool to get an idea of what it's going to do more than just your basic Term Pro. It just kind of shows you a graph of the impedance curve and yada yada.
Trying to find somebody with the Linear X software so I can just steal it off of them. Just need a
Linear
login. That's all I
X.
need. That's all I need. Yeah, it's Leap. I just
Oh.
need the login, man. I've already got the download.
You-
Not anymore.
you
They
could
went out
just
of
do,
business.
You could. I mean, as far as I can tell, the Mac Daddy of all these modeling programs is Hornrest.
I get
So
that.
if you can if you can suffer through horn rest,
Ooh, it's here.
I've never heard of that.
I'll show
tell
you.
more.
I'll screen share it. I absolutely hate that one.
It's it's
You-
Stop
you
hanging out
make
with
short
Jake
for
in person,
horn
by the way. He'll be
response.
like, "Do you know what this is?" And then
Yeah,
stuck
do
talking
you know
for
what
9
this is?
hours. Hey,
I'll
be
calling
let me
Jake.
make it right quick, real fast. And you're standing at his door going to leave, and you're like, "Dude, real quick, I'm gonna teach you about this."
6 hours
Man,
later.
Three
to get
you
out
days
of
later.
off, man. I'm giving free knowledge out over here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jake also has
Some of the
every
time.
program known to man, and he just still fucking does it in his head. He's
mean,
like, oh, he'll like look up in there
You're
like,
not wrong. You're really not wrong.
and you'll see like
Exactly,
the
it's-
smoke coming out, and then all of a
That's
sudden
the
you have a
loading.
box.
That's the loading. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like easy bake. It's like easy bake subwoofer enclosure.
I
You
can't.
just give Jake a twisted tea. He's like, look,
And then just smack someone over the head with it.
the box comes out of his ass.
Look, I'm
He's
trying to
laying
find
out
it. In my,
prefab, like fucking like eggs, golden eggs,
and
golden egg audio.
y'all can make fun of me all day. It's cool. I get it.
Hey, that's a compliment.
Uh huh.
I don't know anyone else that can fit a subwoofer.
I don't know where the fuck
enclosure.
is that. I'm gonna be straight with you. There it is. Here we go.
Dum dum dum.
Oh.
I was thinking the same thing, Andy.
No. Oh, there it goes. Look, man, you'll chill. Here,
Someone needs to make a demo beat song for that.
here.
We have
You
to
just have
crank
fun
it
with
up
that.
louder, huh?
God, dude, it looks like fucking.
Okay, so
Yeah.
wow, not English. Yo, wow, you got more.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
It's English.
That's English.
Yep. Oh, it's
You know
English
what's-
here.
If you look at some of the kicker specs for their
Where is
teal
that?
small
Help.
parameters, they got a lot of stuff like that too, but
I
not
mean,
the S.
that-
I don't know what the
The,
S
the,
is.
the stuff on
F1,
top,
F2,
that's
F3.
the box.
Okay.
The stuff on top, that's the box design.
Okay.
Yep. These are all of your. This shit is a pain in the ass for me. I'm trying to find the one that shows you everything.
Man, what is this?
I think
Windows
I think
98?
it's the help. It's old, dude.
It's Linux.
I can't remember, dude.
I-
I played with this forever ago.
Throat adapter.
View schematic, I think, is.
Throat adapter.
That-
I think it's the Blizzard.
Yeah,
What?
I'll just play for the whole hour. He's like, throw it
Yeah, I've never heard of this app.
Yeah, I was like, no, he's
I gotta change Windows to do it all, so I'm not gonna do all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, long story short, yeah, there you go.
It is a.
Sub specs at the bottom.
That's definitely level 2 or level 3 stuff. Yeah, now does it give you like a little fancy graph and tell you how loud you're going to be
Yep.
though? That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Can you do
This
that?
is really good at doing trapped horns and T lines and older horns and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Matt.
it's really just you can do a ported box in it, but it's designed for order wave designs.
For T lines. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, T
It's a-
lines, horns.
So what you're saying is nobody uses it.
Lots of people use it.
lots of people
especially
use that.
especially in like home audio stuff. But I mean, Hornrest, that's the program that Hexibase uses.
Oh wow.
Okay. Well, he
he's just-
really knows the stuff, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, and Hexibase, the main thing is that like he's done a ton of work to get a program so that he can use Hornrest without it being an absolute nightmare.
Almost like
He also has his own variation. I think he designed his own software.
Yeah.
I'm almost
I mean,
fairly certain
it's-
because I watched his
Trying to
latest
think.
video and he's literally writing code and changing things on the fly.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it is. It's plugged into Hornrest. I don't know exactly how it works, but like the actual calculations and everything are Hornrest. You've just got an
They're local in your area too. Alan.
interface.
he probably has like some kind of macros set up or something like that, where it's just
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
wow.
Throat goat. Dude, it's officially Jake's new nickname.
I
What's
like
that
this
tune
one
to?
the best, to be honest. I broke my CD, so gotta buy a new one.
Oh, God.
Drug code CD.
Great to be back.
Yeah, dude, I broke the CD, man. It sat in the glove box of the Honda and got beat the hell up by 315s, and then the center started
Like a rock
shipping out.
tumbler.
Yeah, dude.
with all your shit in the glove box. Holy
Oh,
shit!
yeah. Speaking of that, all the shit in the glove box got stolen out of this car. I accidentally left the passenger door unlocked in my car at the airport. Somebody stole like a fucking 10-year-old Garmin GPS out of the fucking glove box. and all of the quarters out of the center console had changing.
Bro, stay strapped or get clapped. I'm just saying, man.
Okay.
Clapped and
My car's only been broken into one time, and the guy broke the window, didn't take a single thing.
I had a,
Like, not even the gun. I was like, really, dude? You broke
Oh,
my
there's no
window.
kickers in here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what,
you
What are
broke my
those?
window and
what
you
is
let
this?
me-
DD? What even is DD? I was
was-
just some kickers. I heard this thing thumping coming down the road.
That was back when I
Is
had
Jay
Rockford
stuff in here? What the
my
hell's
car.
that?
these ain't the double D's I want.
I can't.
Can you
That
imagine
sucks, though.
someone breaking into
Man.
your car to steal your audio and then looking at it and going, "What the hell is that?"
I'm throwing away better.
Someone breaks into your car, they open the trunk, and it's a power acoustic. They're like,
They just close the fucking trunk.
"I'm out. Not even worth the time."
boss
imagine
audio
No,
playing
you
it
get in your car and you have a better setup. You left it.
he puts the stereo and then he stole somebody else's reason.
God. It's like Robin Hood, huh?
People steal whoopings out of people's cars that slam, and I'm just like, dude, you can't be that bad off. Like,
The,
you
No.
obviously know what you're doing. You can't be that bad off.
could you imagine somebody if they tried to steal like my truck or Joe's truck with like the 48 power wires and they fucking just start cutting them in?
Oh, don't worry, dude. They'll just go in there with a they'll go in there with a skill saw.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Dude, I used to say if someone could
Hey,
get
man,
my subs out of my
enough copper
enclosure,
to
if they could, if a grown man can go in there and get one of those Pride subs or the DV6s or any of those, they fucking deserve it, dude.
They deserve it.
Have it.
Without
Dude,
taking
I
the
know
front
somebody
door out.
imagine somebody trying
With
to
the
take one out of
seats still
Joe's
in
truck. Somebody gets in Joe's truck, unscrews the front sub, and then figures out that to take the loading wall off.
He doesn't even come out.
It's like the whole break. You see on the videos online.
Bro, you'll
like the
see him
big
over
roll,
there with,
yeah.
you'll see him over there with a drill beating the shit out of the loading wall trying to make
Put
room.
the loading wall with a jigsaw or something. It's 5 layers of MDF or whatever the fuck it is.
Well, we hope that never happens to any of us ever again. That's, you know, it's people,
I've got an
man.
idea.
Nobody's like, I'm sorry.
I got an idea. I know how every base head can protect themselves now.
Sorry, go.
All you gotta do is put a false sealed box in front of your fourth order loaded with a bunch of shitty subs, and then hide your head behind a false back wall and put like a boss armor on the back.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's the first thing is the boss decal, big as the car,
Yeah, if you put a boss decal on your car, nobody would touch it.
and then playing an audio on the other side just in case. they
Yeah,
miss it.
exactly, dude.
I'm gonna take,
You gotta put base Inferno on it too.
hear me
Yeah.
out. I'm gonna, when
And
we
put a
read-
fucking, put it like a plywood sheet over
If
your
you put a
salt
star
lamp.
sticker on it, they probably leave you money because they know you're broke.
I got a 2K, like there's a 200 watt. No, I'm gonna take the sundown ones off the excursion, put big boss audio ones, and then do God Him inside the box.
You got
Bro, you want to know what would be absolutely the most savage thing ever? I'm talking hardcore savage. Go to a car audio show, get demos from everybody. Anybody with a scar sticker, leave $1 under their freaking wiper blade.
Oh my god!
GoFundMe.
We need to start that trend for Slam. We need to start it.
Just open a GoFundMe and put
Oh,
a sticker on their car for their GoFundMe.
Bro, put a QR code linked straight to the GoFundMe.
I'll set it up. We'll make it happen.
Bro, all it takes is 2 twisteds, man. I come up with some good ideas.
We took your scars out and we hooked you up with some sundowns. Here you go.
My ride is it's my ride.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Scar,
That's
you're
electrical. We didn't get that far. Yeah, good luck.
didn't get that far. We saw you had some Scars EVXs, so we pulled those out and we put LCSs in there. They're about the same cost.
About the
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
We heard you like Star Audio, so we just fucking pissed in your car.
We just pissed in your car. Dude, Scars are not for music. Scars are to remind us that the past is real.
You know that this is going to get a
Super
lot
dead,
of
dude.
hate from a lot of people if anybody actually watches this podcast.
Mhm.
We just shit on fucking Scar for like 10 minutes.
I actually, what was it, a day or two ago? I made that post with that guy flipping that sub. Well, obviously it's going to trigger one person, and then I guess he's seen me. He's like, blah blah blah, because you run kicker. And I'm like, I'd love to hear what you have to say. And he started going off, and then he's like, and then Scar, and I'm like, okay, this guy is not serious. Like I'm not even mad anymore because
What a waste of $10.
yeah.
Andy, that's how we used to have to load my subs. We have to sit it on the surround, drag it across the battle into the hole. You would have shit your pants if you saw this.
I just seen that. I'm like,
probably
why would
would've-
you put that on camera? Boom! Just right on his face. No. Can't.
Holy crap, dude.
I mean, whenever you're doing stuff like that, that's probably pretty big compared to what he's used to unboxing, and you're like, I just want to kind of open it. You don't think, maybe I should just cut the box instead,
Yeah,
I think
talked about Scar, and there's some of their products are halfway okay. I'm just like the owner.
Spider spacers and spider spacers and spider spacers.
I'm
Just,
fine. I've said before,
Spiders.
if you bought a product and you like it and you've had good luck with it, that's freaking great. But I mean, like, don't recommend it to people and say it's better than something if you haven't had anything nicer or equal to compare it to.
Just ask them how many 65 builds are out there with it.
None.
Yeah, not many. Dude,
All
Scar
you gotta do-
Scar is the wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man of the fucking car audio
The
world.
intergalactic proton powered electrical tentacle advertising droid.
Yeah. That's all they
I'm
do.
not
They
gonna
just,
say the brand. I had a brand
Yeah,
hit me
tell
up
me
recently.
about
It's like, hey, do you want to do? Do you want to carry our equipment? I politely said no. In my head, I was going to ask, do you have any builds in the 60s yet? Because I know their answer is a no.
Dude,
How is their warranty? That's what I want to know. Regardless of product, how is their warranty?
You take
Does
it
anyone
back.
know?
They send you new one.
Wait, you
Everything
send it
that-
back?
I'm pretty sure everything that they have is field destroy.
Scott,
Really?
what's your-
Shield this-
I'm almost 100% positive that because they don't offer a recon for anything, even the big DNR sub with 7 spider spacers.
So you just
Yeah, but
call
you're
them and be like,
implying that
I
you're
blew my
implying that
sub,
the dealer-
and then they send you another one? And
They'll
that's
tell you
it.
to cut the cone out, send them a photo, send them send you the what you call it. I don't know. This is how Orion used to do it. They'd have you cut the cone out.
Yeah.
If it was a field destroy woofer, take a picture of the serial number, take a picture of the coil, send it in. They want to know if it's user damage or clipped to death
Oh,
or
right.
it actually
right.
had an issue.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you could always have a spider landing, whatever, and you wouldn't know
just-
because you cut it out.
I just want to know how the EXL line still exists with every
Yeah,
one of them
yeah.
I've ever seen on any amount of power has a dimple in the cone.
I like Will and
Yeah.
just talk shit, man, and just.
Dude, but hold on, watch this. I'm gonna try to share my screen. Hold on. This is
I know
what's
Will's
crazy
been
to me.
running Scar for a long time, and it's a no wall build, and
Okay.
it's meant for music. It's not the most efficient. He likes it. At the end of the day, it's what matters. He throws
Yeah, dude.
different stuff in.
Okay, but hear me
For-
out. At the end of the day, for what he bought, fucking 50 replacement subs or all that stuff, or recounting them with other Sundown parts, you could have bought subs that are more efficient that would have dropped in and be lighter on the meter.
Right, and it's just.
I know,
don't
and I like the guy.
Yeah.
But it's like you told on about how great it does it, but you can't argue
Yeah.
with. You could take every one of his builds, throw the next whatever series.
You can
Sundown,
throw a tear down and sundown in it.
and gain
Whatever
DBs.
whatever the equivalent is supposed to be, throw a tear down
Take his
and
fucking
take
subs out,
half
throw
the
fucking
power out
U's
and
in.
be louder.
Yeah, throw
Wow.
U's in any of his builds. You put Sundown U's, replace.
Oh
any
well,
of his
U's are
subs.
gonna swamp on them. Yeah,
But
they're.
the point is,
yeah.
is like he's running the big dogs or the what is it? The
ZVX or
ZVXs?
X. Yeah.
take the ZVXs out and you just throw some freaking essays in there on a fucking 5K. It's probably already right off rip louder.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, he's a good dude, but again, it's one of those things. Like, yes, there's people that do 50s in Scar, but again, you pull those out and you throw again tier down or equal Sundown, you're going to gain DBs.
I hope he gets some kind of kickback from Scar because you hear Scar, you think of William Gay. I hope he, if there's any kind of of that, that would be.
I wonder
No
how many
particular
times they
dealers, no
bump it with the
particular
magnetizer. I bet they only hit it once with the magnetizer, dude.
So you think it's just
If
like
you
weak,
take a
weak
Gauss meter
motor?
and drop, if you take a Gauss motor and you drop it in the gap, I bet you it's unimpressive.
There we go. Scott, open this up. This is what
I got it.
this is what kills me.
You do it too.
Okay.
You
if
shared
you
your
go-
whole screen.
Turn it down.
He's a
Is it
rookie.
working?
It's okay. He's learning.
Look, hey, can you hit Control H for me real quick?
Look what comes up. I typed in sundown subwoofer.
I was setting him up for
Kidding me?
failure, dude.
How should Scar
Come on
pay
now.
for that?
What the fuck? All right, how do I get this?
Do Windows.
I had to restart Chrome like 3 times to fucking do this, and it didn't even work.
I mean, I thought, but yeah, if you
base is base. Get the
Google-
fuck out of here.
a-
I'm just kidding.
If you Google any company and then subwoofer, Scar is the ad that pops up.
Yeah, but they pay for
It's
it.
sad.
They
Kicker
do a lot of
sub,
money.
Scar.
They do a lot of money.
It's real.
Oh, you can type in Funky Pup subwoofer. Scar does not come up. They must have not put that in their tags.
Google
I
Google
can't.
knows what's up there.
Yeah, they know the
Google
difference.
knows.
Yeah, they know
nobody
not to
can
fuck
figure it out.
around with
Oh, Funky
Funky
Pup.
Pup.
Funky.
The bad part is I think I told you before. I had a pair of funky pups when I was in high school, and we literally like wall socketed them just for laughs.
Bro, I used to do wall socket Wednesdays, man. I
What?
kinda
That's
get
a
it.
thing?
I bet if we plug in like 4 or 5 ZB6s, they would last a while because if you put a solid at like 170 plus volts AC, you just plug it into a 110. You know, how long would they last? 6 years.
I don't know. We had a definitive audio designs we hooked up at 4 ohm in a box and let it sit there for like 20 minutes.
Is that
And
a
then we
clean
dropped
wave
it to-
coming out the wall? Is it
Hell
clean?
yeah, it's 100%.
Absolutely not.
What are you talking
That's
about?
why-
That shit should be fucking clean.
Absolutely square on off.
Ah, it's a pure sine wave. It has to
Yeah.
be.
But
That's
it's
your
not
two-
clipping, but it's a
two-shot
square
thing.
wave.
A
So
two-shot.
It shouldn't
yeah.
be.
No, I mean,
It should be perfectly sinusoidal.
I mean, you plug anything in there, you don't hear you hear.
Yeah, but like,
That's like a 6.
Just slow it down
It
six,
hurts, yeah.
slow it down 30
fuck it,
times.
if I don't die, I'll post the results.
You need to shoot it in 60 frame, or what? 60 frame?
No,
No,
I
6
mean,
times 60,
It's
and then
showing
slow
that
it
it's
down
the,
30 times, and then you'll be able to hear the pop, 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 pop.
Supposedly,
They're saying a sine wave inverter is a clean. They're saying like, oh yeah, it's on a wall socket though. Never mind. You're right. You're right.
yeah, dude, it has to be clean.
that's- That
It
does
has
look
to
pretty
be clean.
clean there, Blake. It looks clean.
It has to be clean because, like,
Oh, it's not clean no more.
Tesla chargers won't even take a square wave. They won't take a regular generator setup. It has to
Can
be
I-
a pure sine wave.
Can I
So,
turn
like,
up my
every
gain
wall
on my
charger-
house? That's the real
Yes.
question.
Scott, gain is not a volume knob. God.
It is on a full bridge amp.
It should be perfectly clean.
You know they use that to land airplanes, by the way.
Jesus, why
yeah.
can't they just be like, all right, go down a little bit and land on that fucking strip? Y'all are like nine or nine.
Like they use a frequency essentially like that
It's
to
a landing
tap
strip
into
for
the
passenger.
line airplanes and stuff.
Yeah, just tell the pilot, hey, don't crash.
Yeah, please don't crash
That's
today.
a good
I'm up
one.
here watching
I've
this.
had 5
Start with
crashes
that.
this
Not
week. I
that
could not
hard,
handle it.
dude.
Yeah.
Just put the plane on the ground.
Yeah,
The good thing about airplanes, you're only going to crash them once, unless you're lucky.
You know, there's no rebuilt titles on airplanes that have been
Yeah,
crashed.
dude,
I'm just
you know
gonna
you're
say it.
good.
You know, the second time I got
Never
in a plane,
been
I never
crashed.
landed one.
Oh no, we had this one guy who's
I jumped out of it.
he caught his plane on fire and he
Oh yeah, that's
just
different.
rebuilt
Like,
it
I'm
and
talking,
put it
like,
back
into the
up.
ground. I think at that point there's no rebuilt title for it.
No.
Hey guys, on that side note, I was looking at the time. Andy has a show coming up tonight when he's letting me some time down. This is Rolling Thunder episode 71. I appreciate everybody.
Happy to
This
be
is a
back,
wild
man.
one.
Awesome
Yeah,
show.
If you see me at a show and you're running Scar, I'm just gonna put $1 under your.
You don't have to worry about it. He went to 0.
It'll be
shows.
an untold truth. $1 for every Scar build.
Yep. Gotta help them get somewhere, kind of loud, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Jake, you don't even go to shows.
Huh?
You don't even go to
Exactly,
shows.
that was the joke.
Jake doesn't
I'm
come
glad
out
you
of the
finally
house.
caught on.
Oh, I went right over me, man. I'm putting dollar bills on Scar builds, you know.
Hell yeah.
Jake told me to do
We're
it.
going to call him Scarbucks.
Oh my god, that's it.
That's
Dude, I'm a
Done.
fucking genius. We
End
need
the
to start this,
podcast.
dude.
That's it. That's
Start
it.
in podcast.
Starbucks.
You need to
Starbucks.
go. You need to go TM that right now. You need to trademark the shit out of that.
All right, Googling how to TM.
TM. Scar audio pops up.
William, we love you. But